Hey people, welcome to the stream of Leetcode. Okay, let's give me a minute. Sorry, give me a minute. Let me check if I'm live or not. Then we can start. Okay. Stream of Leetcode. Okay, let's give me. Sorry. Okay, so let me start. It's 9 exact. So for the people who are new to this video or who okay, basically everybody is watching in the future. So the plan is to solve the SQL 50 problems or the basic problems you can say for everything like select, basic joins, then aggregating and sorting and grouping, and finally advanced selecting joins. Okay, and subqueries also, and advanced string and regex and clauses. Okay, so this is the plan to solve SQL questions both in SQL and in Pandas. So today's problem number 15 and the name is okay, the problem is average selling price. Okay, so let's start with the description of the problem. So we have prices table with product ID, start date, end date, and price. So product ID, start date, end date is the primary key for this table, and each row of this table indicates the price of the product ID in the period from start date to end date. So for each product ID, there will be no two overlapping periods. That means there will be no two intersecting periods for the same product ID. Okay, and then there is units sold. So we have product ID, purchase date, and units. So this table may contain duplicate rows. Each row of this table indicates the date, units, and product ID of each product sold. So we need to write a solution to find the average selling price for each product, and average price should be rounded to two decimal places. If a product does not have any units sold, its average price is assumed to be zero, and return the result table in any order. Okay, so we have the input problem like product ID, start date, end date, and price. So you can see 1/17 to 2019, 28 to 2019, and 5 is the price. Okay, and units is the 100, 15, and 230. Okay, so if you can see, we have product ID 11, and here also we have 11. Purchase is 25 to 2019, 13 2019. Here we have 17 to 28. So it is brought on 25th, and next is 13 2019. So basically it is taken on this date itself, something like that. Okay, so explanation, you can see we are obviously grouping it by product ID in the end. So average selling price is total price of product, number of products sold. So average selling price of product 1 is 100 into 5 and 15 into 20. So basically 100 into 5 and 20 into 15. Okay, and divided by 115, that is total number of units, that is 115. Okay, we get 6.96. 6.96. So similarly we need to do this for everything. So let's go to the query and let's start solving this. Okay, so we are selecting product ID from the products table, that is aliased, that is from prices table, which is aliased using p. So p dot product ID, and we are giving them condition. If it is null, it is 0 directly. Okay, if not, we need, what we are doing, we are multiplying price into units. So that is what we are doing here. So this is what we are doing, price into units and divided by sum of units. So basically this is the sum of units. Okay, like that. and we are rounding it to two decimal places. Okay, and we are aliasing this column as average price from price is P, and left join unit sold. So in the sense, uh, left join unit sold this table. Okay, on a dot product ID, that is the unit sold. Okay, and P dot product ID is the prices table. Okay, so left join in the sense we are getting the product ID every detail, and whatever common is there from the unit sold we are getting it. Okay, that is the remaining thing. There is also other condition, that is a dot purchase date between p dot start date and p dot end date. Okay, so the purchase date should be between the start date and end date. Okay, so a dot purchase date, basically this table, is between this p dot start date and p dot end date. Okay, and we are finally grouping it by product ID. So that's it. uh, so this we are covering this last case, basically. Yeah, this one. Its average selling, if a product does not have any sold units, its average selling price is assumed to be 0. So if null, we are giving 0, else we are calculating the average price. Okay, so that is how it is. So this is the output final. That is what we seek, and finally we can submit this. So yeah, every test case passed. I'm not able to speak today. See, that is the reason break is not important. Saturday, Sunday. It okay. Now, in case of pandas, what we are doing here. Okay, let's keep the description open. So first of all, we are merging pd.merge prices and units sold on product ID and how left. Okay, dot lock. Okay, dot lock in the sense, basically it takes the labels. Okay, and ilock takes the index. So remember this in this format, lock in the sense labels, basically the column names, and if it ilock comes into the picture, it is index. So I for index. Okay, lambda of what we're doing in the case lock of, we are applying lambda function here, x of x dot purchase date between x dot start date and end date. So first condition we are checking here. Okay, so basically purchase date should be between start date and end date, or x dot purchase date is null. Okay, that is what we are checking, and finally we are creating one new column, that is x dot total. Okay, let's return this x, then we will understand. Okay, so let it run. Sorry. So here you can see we have product ID, start date, end date, price, and purchase date. So here D is cancelled and unit. So start date, end date, and price is this, and purchase date is this. Okay. Okay. So we got 1 1 and 2 2. Okay. So this is also the condition what we are checking. That is the purchase date is should be between start date and end date. Okay. And next is let's return this. So we are creating new column here, that is the total, which multiplies price and units. So if you can see, this is the total, and this is the value. Okay, 500, 300, 3000, and 900. Okay, so how we are getting this? So 5 into 100 is 500, uh, 20 into 15 is 300, and 15 into 200 is 3000, and 30 into 30 is 900. Okay, so that is how we are getting it. And finally what we are doing, we are again grouping it by product ID, and what we are doing, applying lambda function x dot sum of x dot total and sum of x dot units. So basically what we are doing here is, so where is total? Yeah, this we are summing up. Okay, and we are just dividing this sum of total by this sum of units, so that is where we get the average. Okay, and fill NA is 0, so wherever there is null we are filling it with 0 and rounding it to two decimal places. And to frame, in the sense we are renaming the column to average price and finally resetting the index. Okay, so that is what they asked. So a bit confusing, but yeah, a straightforward query. You can try it out. So if you have any other approach, just comment it out so that it helps others also. Okay, so hope I am clear in this. If you have any doubt, to comment it out. I can solve it in the comment section right then and there. Also, I can explain you with the help of GPT. Okay, so which makes it easier. So that's it, guys, for today. So we solved this average price problem, which beats 98.44. Okay, so yeah, I think that's it. So if you learn something from this video, do like, share, and subscribe. If you're new. Okay, also share it with your friends who are trying to upskill in the same. And yeah, till then, take care. Bye bye.